good afternoon everyone. One exercise that's great for the health of the upper back and shoulders are prone arm raises. The equipment that's needed for this exercise is simply some sort of mat, a firm mat. You don't want a mat that's too cushiony because your head will get buried in that. And then if you need to, you can put down a small towel that will elevate your forehead slightly to enable you to breathe better. Because as you can see, for all of these exercises, we're going to be in the prone position. These are generally taught as letters of the alphabet. They're the prone I's, T's, Y's, W's. Today we're only going to cover the I's, the T's, and the W's. All of these work the upper back muscles, and the reason that's good, especially for people with a military background, is that a heavy emphasis on chest-type presses, push-ups, those sorts of exercise tend to introduce a muscle imbalance, and so this is an active stretch for the front muscles of the torso, and it's an active exercise for the back muscles. The other advantage of this exercise system is that it puts the neck, it requires you to have your neck in more or less a neutral position, which is very good for the health of the muscles that support the neck. So the first exercise we're going to cut, and all of these exercises, whatever letter you're talking about, they're all relatively low resistance, and therefore they can be done with high repetitions in the range of 20 to 50 repetitions per exercise. So the first exercise we're going to do are the prone I's, and for these you lay prone. Again, if you need the towel to support your forehead, a nice neutral position for the neck. The arms are out in front with the palms down on the floor, and then it's an alternate arm raise in this manner here. Just like that. You don't have to hold it at the top. It's simply one side, then the other. And one good thing to do though is to relax completely in between them, in between each repetition, so that you get the muscle to go through a full range of motion. The other exercise, one of the issues that might come up with this and any of the other ones is that if a person doesn't have enough flexibility in their shoulder to do it exactly the way I've done it there, you can get around this or accommodate this by putting a pillow underneath the chest so that you have more range to move the arm through to get a motion out of it. The other way that can be done is to do this off of the end of a bed. For the T exercise, we don't have the palms on the floor, we rather have the thumbs toward the ceiling. And that puts the arm into a slightly externally rotated shoulder position. And then both arms are raised at once in this fashion here. And you want to feel your shoulder blades pinching together when you do this. Now, what if you don't have enough shoulder motion, or you have too much pain such that you can't do either of those two? You can't do the I's or you can't do the T's. Then that's where the W's come in. And you can get it into a position where your arms are bent, your elbows are bent, your arms are barely raised, everyone has at least this much motion, and then you do a simultaneous raising like this. You should still feel your shoulder blades pinching together when you do this. And so there you have it. That's the I's, T's, and W's as part of a prone arm raise system. Obviously, if you're looking for more of a strength demand, you can use light weights in your hands. Since your arm is a long lever, it doesn't take much weight to introduce some pretty good resistance during this exercise.